Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do my August 2024 book haul. So I was still not as good as I wanted it to be. I had a lot of pre-orders in August, and then I did do a little shopping trip to two Barnes and Nobles in one day. I did pick up something I really wanted. The books were just kind of bonus. And then I picked up the rest of a series that I had started at the very beginning of the month, and I need to continue that because I bought all the books. Anyway, so let's start with my pre-orders just because that's easy. So I did pick up The Enemy by Sarah Adams, which is the next book that's being re-released, revised and updated or expanded. Sarah Adams is a contemporary romance author that I really enjoy, so I'm getting her backlist as they come out. They're redoing them, so I do need to read those. I just haven't been in a contemporary romance mood, but I did buy that one or pre-order that one. And then I also got Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. I picked this up, like, pre-ordered this on a whim, but it has to, because it's a love in Galway novel, so it's taking place in Galway, Ireland. He runs a family cemetery, but he's trying to date, but he's not very good at it, or he's not having good luck. And I think he has to do it for, he must marry by his 35th birthday. And then this woman is from Texas. She moves there because of things that happened in her life there. She wants to start over. She's an animator. And so she lives next door to the cemetery. So they get to know each other, and she says she'll help him find romance kind of thing. So it's going to be one of those things where, you know, they probably friends to lovers kind of thing. But I just thought it just looked really cute. I have to be in the right mood for it, but I bought it. I pre-ordered it. I saw it on somebody's channel and thought it sounded really good. I got the second book in the Bound. Oh no, what is it? Bound to Fire and Steel by Kit Rocha. So this is the end of the duology. So the first book was Consort of Fire, which I read earlier this year. This is a fantasy romance by Kit Rocha, who wrote the Beyond series, which is one of my favorite series. That's just fun. Anyway, this one is very much it's a how do you say that? FFM relationship, and again, it's in a fantasy world where the one woman is going there to be betrothed to the dragon shifter, who is the one who's in charge of the area, and she goes and she's there under kind of the wrong pretenses, like something's going on in the background, and then her handmaid goes with her, and she's pretty much an assassin. And then again, we have the dragon shifter overlord, whatever. So, I mean, this was just fun. I do want to reread the first book before reading this one, but I do also own this on audio because the audios were really good. But I did pre-order that, of course. I did get Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. So this is book 2 in the Assistant to the Villain series. I just really adore it. It's a good humor fantasy. I really enjoyed the first one. I listened to it for the first time, but it was my second read, so reread by audio. The Assistant to the Villain in end of July. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping to pick this up fairly soon. This is, again, I said, fun fantasy. I think there will be some romance in it, and there's like a little bit, but it's very light right now. And I had to go get Kingsley, and if you know the books, his little helps. I just love him. He's so cute, but he's gonna live on my shelf now. He's probably not gonna be over here. He's actually gonna go over in the fantasy section over there, but or where I'm gonna put him, but he's cute for now, I guess, since Cooper isn't here. He'll probably knock him down if you see him. Anyway, but I did go journey to find him earlier this month because I saw him online. I'm like, I must have Kingsley. And I'm not a huge, like, I don't have a lot of stuffed animals. I have a couple that are that I've had for decades, like a Scooby-Doo and something else, and a frog my grandmother gave me, but this is another frog. And he's Kingsley, and he's so cute. Anyway, I'm looking forward to reading the book, the second book. I also got the last of the O'Malley series. Ruthless Redemption is the last book. This is a book, there's a series I put on hold. Now that I own them all, they're all being reprinted. They were indie published, and now they got picked up. So I have the whole O'Malley. The problem is this is a mafia romance series, which is fine. I mean, Katie Robert is definitely one of my favorite romance writers right now. But mafia romance wasn't hitting for me. So this series is probably one I'll have all the books for a while. We'll see if I keep them, but I had already pre-ordered all the rest of them. So, and then speaking of Katie Robert, I did get Dark Restraint. I heard this is the 7th book in the Dark Olympus series. I got this due to being on her Patreon. And this was a really good one. I just read it here the last week. So I really enjoyed it. As I said, this is book 7, so don't start here. But this is the Minotaur and Adriana, or however you say her name. Anyway, this one I liked. Overall arching plot to the series, again, is, you know, these people have titles that are like the Olympian gods in this town of Olympus. And it's not quite mafia-ish, but it's like, you know, they have their territories, they have their jobs, and it's kind of more corporate. But it's pretty brutal sometimes, but mostly it's a good series for the romance, very sexy times kind of thing. So I've enjoyed the series, and now I'm caught up on that series, and I have to wait. And then I did buy the next 3 books from the Legends of Thesmar series. I read Blood and Steel early in a month, and so I immediately got the other books. So, Vows and Ruins is book 2. Fate and Furies is book 3. And book 4 is Shadow and Storms, which just came out, I think, in like June. So this is a completed 4-book series. It is, you know, it does connect to the Slaying the Shadow Prince, which I read in June. So that's why I continued into the series. This is a fantasy romance series, and we're following, in here we're following Thea, how does she say her name? Thea. And she wants to become a war sword, which is like the warriors who protect the realm. But she is female, and there is a prophecy that there will be a female who will do certain things with weapons and darkness, and everything will not go so well. So no woman has really been training the last 20 years, and then she finds a way to do that. And then it's her also meeting Wilder Hawthorne, who it will become very important to her, and you know, it's kind of fun. Anyway, so I'm in the middle of book 2 right now. But the audiobook had to go back to my library because I wasn't getting time to it. So I will probably get back to it when the audiobook comes back, or I'll read it physically if I can do that at some point. But I am enjoying that series, and I hope to continue. I was really hoping to finish that series this year, but we will see what happens. And then I got a couple books that I got from Barnes & Noble when I was looking for Kingsley. So I went to a couple off their buy one, get one half off. So one of them I got was How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying by Django Wexler. So I've read one of his middle grade books, The Forbidden Library, I think it was, many years ago. I have not finished anything else by him, but I wanted to try this one because it sounded funny, because this woman tried to be the hero, but she kept losing, and so she decides to become the Dark Lord, I think. So I don't know how it is, and I know it's a series, so there's another book coming out later. I also got Dreadful by Caitlin Ozakis. This one I tried from the library on audio. I just didn't have time to listen to it, but it sounded really funny. Another fantasy, cozy, or another fantasy, what am I trying to say? Comedic fantasy, kind of that has, it was the bad guy, or the villain wakes up after an explosion and doesn't remember anything. And so it just sounded really fun. It has really cool sprayed edges. So I do want to try to get back to that because it was really fun. I just didn't have time when I got my library book. My library hold was coming due and I gave it back. So I will try that again at some point. Because I was definitely in my villain era when I bought Kingsley from assistant to the villain. Then I bought the How to Be the Dark Lord and Die Trying, and then I got Dreadful, and then I also got Long Live Evil by Sarah Reese Brennan. So this one again is the first book. This was in the Time of Iron series. So this one is about I don't know if she was a librarian or something happens. She dies by books. And then she gets to join her favorite fantasy series. And I think she goes villain. I mean, that's all I know. It looks really fun. I really want to get to this soon. Hopefully soon I will get to that one. And then, I forgot, I had this other contemporary that I bought. I bought another Allie Hazelwood, Love Theoretically. I have this one and another one on my shelf that I still need to read. And this one is, as I said, is contemporary. So she's I think she's trying to get tenure or something. I don't remember how that goes. And she is but she also, as a side gig, like fake digs, like she's a pretend girlfriend, and the one she's pretending to be his girlfriend is the brother to the guy who is in charge of or doing the hiring for the teaching job. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. As I said, I like her novels, not her short stories, or not her novellas, but we will see on that one. And then the last book I got was Flame and Sparrow by S.M. Gaither. I kind of fell to the hype on this one day and just bought it online. It's the first book in the Court of the Mar series. I think there's only 2 books. I think Ash and Feather is the ending to the duology that's already out. So I need to read this. I hear it's really good fantasy romance. But this one I got because it had to do with something happens to the main character's, I don't know if it's her sister, disappears. And then she goes to try to infiltrate to work for a god. And she is working for the god of fire or something. And she has this whole plan in place, and then he kind of gets derailed when feelings start to happen, or something happens. Anyway, I've heard really good things about this. I want to get to this fairly soon too, but that's another book I have. So those are all the books. Anna Kingsley. He is just adorable. No regrets. I know he was expensive, but he was worth it. Anyway, so those are all the books that I bought in August. Again, still not great. A little bit better than normal, but still too many. Again, and you know, September already looks kind of high from pre-orders. So I don't know how this is going to go. We're trying to cut back. It's not working. I like books too much. We'll see what happens. So anyway, if you've read any of these books or think I should read them sooner rather than later, let me know. And if you guys got any really good books in August, let me know. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.